I'm Christian Beckwith. I'm the producer and host of 90-Pound Rucksack, a podcast about the 10th Mountain Division and the dawn of outdoor recreation in America. Well, we're out here tonight for the 90-Pound Rucksack Challenge. We're in Jackson, Wyoming at the base of Mount Glory. Some of us are going to bring some extra in the form of water that we can pour out. And we're going to make our ascent of Mount Glory, which is around 1,600 feet, in honor of the 10th and the contributions to outdoor recreation in America.
No, that's 82 pounds. I came out because it's a good group of people and it's good to challenge yourself. And every challenge always brings out something new. Christian gave me 45 pounds. It might have been more like 43. But I think that's plenty. I'm not going to add any more water.
Oh boy.
How does that feel? How heavy is that pack?
I think it's 90 plus. It feels really heavy. All right, so 80 years ago tonight at 7 o'clock, some 1,000 members of the 86th Mountain Regiment of the 10th Mountain Division started up Riva Ridge via 4 different routes. They climbed throughout the night, arriving on top of the ridge various times in the morning, beginning at 2 a.m., going to 5 a.m. They encountered a heavy, thick fog. Once on top, they waited until dawn illuminated the eastern horizon. The fog began to dissipate, and the Germans entrenched on top wandered from their dugouts on the western side toward their posts on the east. And when they saw soldiers, they assumed that they were their own soldiers because they thought that nobody could climb an escarpment as steep as Riva Ridge. And so the American soldiers waved when the Germans waved at them, waited for them to approach, and then opened fire. They managed to take Riva Ridge without a single American casualty. Taking Riva Ridge opened the way the next day for the 87th Mountain Regiment to take Mount Belvedere. Without the element of surprise, they did so at an enormous loss. And those actions broke Hitler's Gothic line, precipitated the advance of the Allied forces, and the Americans were able to cause the surrender of Germany and Italy. So when we're going up here tonight, remembering their training, they used to train with up to 90 pounds on their back. Sometimes that weight was up to well over 100, 112. And once they got back to the United States, they fanned back out into the mountains they'd come to love and began starting ski areas. 2,000 10th Mountain Division veterans were ski instructors. They started the Fields of Avalanche Science. Paul Petzel from here started National Outdoor Leadership School. Ted Major from here started the Tetons Science School. John Montaigne from here started what is now known as the Jenny Lake Rangers, and we're climbing in honor of them tonight. So let's get after it. Don't get hurt. If you feel like you're about to fall over, pour out your water and ask a buddy for some help. So let's have some fun.
You're here. All right.
It doesn't have to be fun to be fun.
Just be so.
There are mountain towns around America right now that are going through the same process with the 90-Pound Rucksack Challenge. And it's all a tribute to these guys because post-war they ended up coming back in and starting outdoor recreation as we know it today in America. Everybody's starting out at 7 p.m. local time on their local hills and trying to ascend something similar to what the troops did in 1945, which is around 1,500 to 2,500 feet. They carried on average between 45 and 65 pounds in their packs. That's what we're going to try here tonight. We're looking at Mount Glory there. It's around 1,600 feet. The podcast is called 90-Pound Rucksack, which is what they used to train with. And last year I carried 80 pounds and I'm not getting any younger. So I am going to try 90 pounds this year, but I'm really scared and not sure it's a very good idea.
There's this amazing through line between the achievements of the 10th Mountain Division and the rise of the outdoor industry and the industry we see today. So going up glory, just having a little fun, but also like feeling this connection to the past and all the sacrifice that those guys provided. Pretty cool.
This is a way for us to remember the contributions of those who have come before us. Everything that we take for granted did not occur in a vacuum. It was built by people who were patriots, who were honorable, and who sacrificed more than we'll ever know on behalf of our country, and we are the beneficiaries. So this is our way of saying thanks.